Should we blame the government or blame society?
Or should we blame the images on TV?
No, blame Canada! Blame Canada! With all their beady little eyes and flapping heads up all their lies. Blame Canada! Blame Canada! We need to form a full assault!
Oh, wow. I didn't add myself to the screen because it's like I'm new to this. I haven't done this in quite a long time. Been jumping on a lot of people's live streams, but haven't been really doing a live stream myself. Well, StreamYard offered me 7-day free trial, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to make that work. I'm going to do some videos and stuff, especially talking about this massive year I've had, because this is probably the best year I've had as a collector is this year. Picked up a lot of great keys, a lot of minor keys too. Like they're not just all major keys, and then some of them are just cool books that I'm happy to have in my collection. And that's what I'll be going over today in this video. I just want to say thank you to everybody that sent me books and or prize tagged me in some books, people that have done giveaways, because some of these books are from people from this community and people from giveaways as well. I also want to shout out to everybody because most of the books here aren't like books, like minor books and stuff, but I still appreciate them because I've gotten a ton of AOKs, and that like Sugar Skull sends me a ton of books a lot of the times, and packages, not just books, but some little toys and figures and stuff. And I truly appreciate that. Biggie Shax sent me prize tagged me a few times. Callie hooked me up with a few things, like even cards that I still haven't done a video about. Did the whole intro to it, but didn't even do it because I don't know how to make a video and show the cards without just holding them in my hand. And I kind of want to do something a little bit better than that. So thank you to everybody that sent me an AOK, because I truly appreciate it. Like Rad just recently sent me an AOK. A bunch of Animal Man books. They're not in this, but I truly appreciate getting them. And none of the New Mutants books that I have in this are not going to be part of it. So I got a lot of books, so I had to pick and choose which ones I brought. And some of them are keys, some of them are Marvel books that I've won from Rob's Fat Stacks, who just had a show earlier. Only Slabs. I just want to say hello to a few people. What's up, Biggie Shack? What's up, Dan's Comic Corner? What's up, Canadian Survivalist? Thank you guys so much for joining me, and everybody who's watching this on the rewind. I'm not used to doing the lives by myself anymore, so I apologize if I'm all over the place. But I just wanted to shout out the people that sent me some stuff as well, and some packages that I'm going to be opening up before the year is ended. So those books won't be in it. There's a few books that I got from a shop that do have some keys that aren't coming my way, but I'm just happy. So the setup today is key books, and I kind of organized them a little bit. And how I organize them is I'm starting with Marvel. I brought a bit of Marvel in that, Marvel keys that I'm happy to have in my collection. I didn't go searching for, and that they just kind of, I'll get into how I got each book that I'm about to show up. But I went Marvel and just non-keys, books that I'm just happy to have in my collection that are a little bit rare, to going up to like the major keys, to minor keys, to major keys in raw. And then I'm doing the same thing with the slabs. I have a few slabs that I got this year. I actually kind of gotten a lot of slabs this year, which is kind of crazy. And work my way up into the major keys and that, and the ones that I really like having in my collection. One is going to be above one that's actually worth more, but it's just how I'm ranking it because of the fact that I like it a little bit more, just due to the fact of the keynotes on the book. But yeah, I don't know what else to say without getting into these books. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry freaking Christmas to everybody. I don't have a tree this year due to the fact that Christmas snuck up on me, guys. Christmas snuck up on me. Like I'm still in October. I don't know what it is. Like I'm still in October mode. And I still haven't hit that Christmas stride. I watched the Peanuts Christmas, big fan of the Peanuts, but other than that, haven't really watched much. So let's get into these books because that's why you guys are here. And I do want to start off with this book. Shout it out, Rob's Fat Stacks. He just had Only Slabs earlier in that. Yeah, Justin Bergeron. Definitely go check out that show. It's a great show. I won this from him. I think I won this from him. And this is the Incredible Hulk 347, the first appearance of Joe Fixit. So this was obtained this year, and that happy to have this book in my collection. First appearance of Joe Fixit. Love Incredible Hulk covers. Never really gone for them. Like I said, more of a DC collector. I go for more DC books, not because I don't like Marvel. It's just I have to pick where my money goes. I have to be thrifty as a collector in that, and try to get the books that I could obtain. And so I put my money towards some DC books that I want in my collection. Eventually, who knows? Once I get the DC books that I want, I may go over to Marvel, but then I'm kind of like, I want to dip my toe in the golden age whenever I get there. That's when I get like the silver age DC books that I want in my collection. I'll dip my toes in the golden age, but for now, just sticking with the DC and that, but I'm still happy to own some Marvel books, including this one and the next one. The next one is another one. Like all three of these these books that I'm about to show off, the Marvel books, they're books that I got from Rob's Fat Stacks. I think they were price tagged for me. I'm not so sure. What's up, Rad? So this is another one, not in good condition, but you know what? Low grade is better than no grade. And I know it's like everybody says that word. It's cliche, but it's true. It's definitely true. When you hold on to a book, yeah, what's up? Hopefully, Dan, you're doing good, man. Once you get a book that's a low grade and you're just like, you know what, I'm happy to own this. This is a book that I'm happy to own. And this is the first Patsy Walker, Hellcat. Got this from the box as well. That was a pretty cool book. Gil Kane cover, if I'm not too, I'm pretty sure it's a Gil Kane cover. But it's Avengers 144. And then the last Marvel book, and then we'll get into some lower keys, and actually some books that were sent to me like 2.5 years ago, but I just got them now. Books kind of, so they're not really keys, but they're cool books that I'm happy to have in my collection because they're kind of hard to find. But this is the Defenders issue number 28, the first appearance of Starhawk. The one that Sylvester Stallone played in the Guardians of the Galaxy. Doesn't look like him, but trust me, I can just say that this is the first appearance of Sylvester Stallone in comics. That's it. This is it, guys. All right, now moving on to some. This is not a key. The next one is, but most people know. And I know some of my friends don't like this guy, but I absolutely loved his movies, all of his movies, even Tusk, even Yoga Hosers, love them all. This is a second print, but this was sent to me by Silver Knight Kyle a couple years ago, but I only got it this year. And this is Clerks, the comic book, which is really cool. And this is the second print. It's not the first print, but I'm still happy. I own the first print of Clerks, the comic book, which is really, really cool. Because like I love Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith's my guy. What is up? The Marvel and DC Marshlands. How's it going, my man? Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Yeah, Clerks, the comic book. Yes. And the funny thing is about that that movie bombed. It bombed, and it was considered a failure, and that and it was considered a failure until years later, and then it got a cult following, and then people started really watching it and stuff, and it's probably one of my favorite movies by him. That and Dogma. I really like Dogma. Didn't realize Clerk had a comic. Interesting. Missed the opportunity to release a Blunt Man and Chronic comic. Like this seems like a setup, dude. Like I feel like I know you, and I told you to comment this because I got this comic book too this year, and it's called Oni Double Feature, issue number 12. It's the first appearance of Blunt Man and Chronic. So I can't even make this shit up, man. That's funny. Damn it. Yeah, no. So this is the first appearance of Blunt Man and Chronic. This was also sent to me by Silver Knight Kyle about 2.5 years ago, and I just got it now. So yeah, that's awesome. That comment just made that comment set up this. So I thank you so much. That's awesome. All right. So like I said at the beginning, I got a lot of like just random books in to fill runs. Like Aaron, Rad Art and Comics, sent me a bunch of Animal Man books. Thank you to him. I've been picking up new Teen Titans books. I've also picked up some Stars and Stripes books, the Stargirl ones, to fill runs. But I didn't bring all of them here. But what I did do is I brought some key books from those runs, just the New Teen Titans runs, because this one is New Teen Titans issue number 5. This is the first appearance of Trigon. That's Raven's father. So beautiful newsstand copy. Absolutely love it. And then also the New Teen Titans number 6. And this is the first cover appearance. So like 5 and 6, the cover sometimes goes for a little bit more than the actual first appearance, because it's the actual cover appearance of this guy right here, Trigon, Raven's father, and now who's a pretty big bad to the New Teen Titans and stuff. So get a minor key from the New Teen Titans. This is New Teen Titans number 17, the first appearance of Magenta. I think that's what she goes by. Pretty cool key. Gotta love George Perez, man. Gotta love freaking George Perez. Moving on from the New Teen Titans, we got New Teen Titans issue number 21. This is the first brother Blood, who's actually Raven's half brother. Beautiful cover. Beautiful clean white cover, because sometimes it's hard to get these really clean. Yo, thanks, Dan. Awesome covers to me. I hear Teen Titans is a really good run. Yes, I'm actually trying to complete the run. Like I've gotten a lot of the New Teen Titans books in, and I've hit up my shop, Retro Rocket Comics. Shout out to them. I said, hey, could you help? I sent them a list of New Teen Titans books that I'm after, and they said they got me and stuff. Like, not to say that they got every one of them, because I gave them issue number 1 and 2 out of the list as well, and they might not have that, so we'll see. But yeah, a lot of the New Teen Titans books that I've gotten this year were more key based. Some were minor keys and stuff. Because a lot of the New Teen Titans books you can get for under $2. You can get for $2 and that. They're pretty easy to come by. It also depends like what kind of grade you want of them. But most of the New Teen Titans books, like there's a few keys in them. The bigger keys are issue number 1 and 2, 2 being the most expensive one. But that is awesome. I'm glad to see comic shops helping. Yeah, I wish I had a comic shop near me, but Retro Rocket Comics, mine, Jean Malot's, and Chris the Comic Vet's comic shop. They ship to me every couple of months and stuff. I get a regular pull off of them, but yeah, I can hit them up and see what kind of back issues they have, and yeah, they'll hook me up if they have them. It all depends if they have them. Excuse me. Wait, so they actually did a Blunt Man Chronic comic. Was this recent or an older comic? This was pretty older. Yeah, this when comics were $2.95 from Oni Press. And crack it open and it actually says that it's written by Holden and that too. Holden from the yeah, it's saying 1999. Yeah, 1999 it's saying. But yeah, it's funny. It's in the book. It says because if you guys know Chasing Amy, that's where Blunt Man and Chronic were kind of like introduced. It's like Banky Edwards, story in inks, and Holden McNeil, story in pencils. So if you know the movie, that's the characters that Jason Lee and Ben Affleck played. So it's pretty funny. Oh, you got the. I get mine from. Oh, okay. I thought you meant you had this book too. You get yours from Halifax. Strange Adventures. I like the name. What's up, Birdman? Hopefully you're having a great evening. I guess it's evening now. It's evening for me. It's like 5. So yeah, we'll move on. We got a few more new Teen Titans books. We got a sneaky one here. Because not a lot of people know that this is an actual key. Like they don't think it's an actual key. Well, they know it's an actual key, but they don't know the extra key fact to this book. Another beautiful copy. I love this cover. This is New Teen Titans issue number 23. I think 23. Yep, 23. Issue number 23. This is the first appearance of Blackfire, that is Starfire's sister. But this is also an extra sneaky key because this is also the first appearance of Adrian Chase, who we all know as Peacemaker. Or not Peacemaker, Vigilante. Why did I say Peacemaker? Vigilante. So Adrian Chase, who becomes Vigilante, this is his first appearance as just him, as Adrian Chase. So I got that this year. And then I got this before season 2 came out of the show. And I got it in. I was super, super happy about getting it in and getting it for a cheap price. It's a pretty clean copy. And speaking of Adrian Chase, we got New Teen Titans Annual number 2, the first appearance and cover appearance of Vigilante. So I'm pumped to own that. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful copy. They send by mail, which is awesome. I have a pull list set up with them. Ooh, that is nice too. And that I never heard of them. And that they're in Halifax and stuff. So that's pretty close to you. And that do they have a website that you can use for back issues and that? All right. Another one that I got this year. I don't know how I got that other one. This I got from Cali Comics. Cali Comics, good community member. I got this from him through a mystery box. So it's not the only one I'm going to show tonight that I got through a mystery box. Because I got a few others, like big keys that I got from him from a mystery box. But this just happens to be signed. And it's a character I really, really like. So this is Green Arrow, issue number 1. Look how beautiful that is. Signed by Mike Grell. So a while back, and I'm not sure if he's still doing them or if he's going to be doing them in the future and that, but Callie was doing these mystery boxes where you give him 3 characters or 3 kind of themes, and you hit him up, you tell him, do you want a raw or do you want a slab? Or like, no, do you want a key or slab? And he puts together a box from the characters that you gave him and gives you a key out of that list. And this is one of the books he added to it because one of the characters I told him was Green Arrow. So yeah. And I bought a couple of boxes off of him because it was going towards his future. So he had a good reason in that. And when he told me, well, he didn't tell me, but when I found out what it was for and stuff, I was just like, yeah, I'm definitely going to be buying this. It's going to a good cause and stuff. He was trying to get some money together to buy a new house. So I was like, yeah, it's going to a great cause. His future, him building himself up in that. So I was like, yep, gonna do it. And I tried to promote it as much as possible. And hopefully, if he's still doing it, guys, like, hit him up and ask him. It doesn't hurt to ask him. If he says no, then that's cool. But if he is, then you might be able to get yourself a really cool box from him. All right. I think so, TM. I sent them an email and set up everything with them. They send me Wednesday that I owe, and I pay it. And it is Friday. Nice. Very, very nice. Yes, he is. Yeah, I actually have another thing coming from Callie. I think I got something coming from Dan too. I got something coming from Callie, Dan. I got a second package coming from Susie and Steppo. The other package is actually sitting here. I'm going to open it up Christmas Eve live. I'm going to wait until I get them both together. Dan's I'll probably open up Tuesday, maybe live, maybe not. I might do a video and drop it. And then I have Justice League 200, 9.8 slab coming from Sector 2815. A nice George Perez cover. So I'm pumped for that. I'm becoming a slab guy. Right. Let's see what this says. Hey, Kenneth Bird, how's it going? All right. Let's move it on. I feel like I got this out of a box, but I think I picked this up. I think I bought this. And that due to the fact of it being a showcase. I love Showcase and I love Doom Patrol. This is Doom Showcase issue number 94, the new Doom Patrol. And this is like the first appearance of all of these characters here. It's like new Robot Man and stuff like that. It's the death of the Doom Patrol. and what it is. And it's a cool key to own. Really, really cool background. Not gonna lie, like that dark green and the moon in the background. Good key to grab. Not really showing that off. I'm double screening it here. Should be showing it off for the people watching on their phones. But yep. There we are. Now this next one I did definitely buy, and I bought before the hype. I got it at a good price. Thrifty price, because like, and it's issue number 14. That's somebody's favorite number. And this is Secret Origins starring the Suicide Squad, issue number 14. This is the first appearance of Rick Flag Sr. Get it all lined up here. Rick Flag Sr., who of course showed up in Peacemaker season 2 as well. This is another book that I got before the show came out, before he was even announced in that this year. Well, I got it before he was announced, or when he was announced, but it was still going for cheap. Sometimes these keys, that even characters that are announced in shows and movies and stuff, they don't take off. And so yeah, this is a good key to grab. I don't think it's I still don't think it's going for a lot of money. So you guys can get this book for fairly cheap still. Suicide Squad, great story. I read the story as well, and yeah, it's the reintroduction of the Suicide Squad. Beautiful T-Rex there. That's my best T-Rex impression. All right, this book I was happy to get. I found it at a shop. Not only is it a really cool read and good story, beautiful purple cover. I'm a sucker for purple. I just recently got this too, and I feel like it's going to take off because there's a certain character that does show up in this book that, if the Supergirl movie does well, not even does well, like it hits off and people like it, and they like the portrayal of Jason Momoa as Lobo, they're going to do more stuff with Lobo. And in this book is the first appearance of his dog, spelled D-A-W-G. And this is the Lobo Paramilitary Special #1. And the story is great, man. The story is great. It's Easter Bunny and his constituents. I can't say the word, so don't make me say it. Never mind. But they hire Lobo to take down Santa Claus, and it's just a fun story. So, and it's a beautiful purple cover. Like I said, the first appearance of Lobo's dog. So, good key to grab. Super cheap book. I got this book for like $10. I guess earlier this week we were checking eBay. I guess it's going for like $17 now US. That was just that one. You could probably find it for cheaper, to be honest. But a good book. Fun story to read, guys. Fun story to read. All right. Moving on, because we got quite a few books left to show. And this is a super low grade. Super low grade. Very, very dirty copy. And I don't care. It's still a cool cover. It has a little bit of poop stain on it. I don't care. It's chipped at the top. Color is faded. I'm not going to take it out of this bag and board because I'm scared it'll fall apart. But this is another book that I got from Cali Comics in a mystery box. He just added this in there. This is Superman. Avengers, the Amazing Superman 233, beautiful Neil Adams cover. Like I said, very, very dirty copy. Very dirty copy. A little chipping at the top there. Let's see, where's that poop? There's the poop. There's a poop stain. But still a very cool comic to own, and this is what I mean when I say once you get a low copy of a comic in your collection, you're like, you believe the cliche of a low grade is better than no grade once you get it in. Because this is the prime example right here. I'm happy to own this. I'm showing it off right now. This is probably like a 0.5, probably a 0, if a 0 ever could exist. But it's not a very, very clean copy. But it's a copy nonetheless. All right. Now, this book, shout out to Rob's Fat Stacks, because he sent me this book 2.5 years ago, just got it in now, and that I was actually going to use this book. I was going to go to a first con like 3 years ago, and I was going to use this book for that and crack a slab that I have, because I have a slab of issue 655 of this Batman 655 in an 8.5 slab. I was going to crack that and get Andy Kubert, because he's the artist on this cover and that cover, and I was going to get him to sign both of them, because Batman 655, if you guys don't know, by Grant Morrison, is the first cameo appearance of Damian Wayne, and this is the first full appearance of Damian Wayne in comics. So I was going to bring this, but sadly I didn't have it on time and that, so I just didn't bother going. That and my anxiety got the best of me, and I didn't go. I was actually going to bunk up with Adrian, Drac, actual Dracula. I was going to stay on his couch, but yeah, this is the first full appearance of Damian Wayne. Yeah, it's awesome. Dan's Comic Corner, yeah. All right, so big fan of, now I'm getting to non-keys again, but this is kind of a key in a way. This was added to another mystery box that I got from Cali Comics. This is apparently super rare. Didn't know at the time when I saw it, but Steppo was in the chat when I was doing my unboxing for the Cali mystery box, and he said this is super rare. Looked it up. He was right. Of course he was right. It's Steppo. And I just liked it for the fact that I liked the character. I like the character. I like that universe, to be honest with you. But what I'm about to show you, and it's just a pamphlet. It's like not even a comic book. That's why I named it Best Gets of the Year. Yeah, I want to show it to you. This is Death Talks About Life, and it's super rare. Super cool to own this, because I love the character Death. I love Death. It's a weird thing to say, but I love Death from DC. I'm kind of like Deadpool, I guess, but just different, because he loves Death from the Marvel Universe. But how can you not fall in love with her? Look at her. But yeah, this is apparently super rare, so I'm super happy to own this in my collection. All right. I knew this was going to be a long live. That's why I decided to do it live, because I knew it was going to be long. All right. Next up, this is something I picked up, and I'm thinking of getting the newsstand edition of this as well. This is just a cool cover, and that I don't even know. Because actually I'm going to take a look inside this as well, because I don't even know if this is a comic book, because we just had a conversation about what's comic books and that, because looking at the front of it, oh no, this is definitely a comic book. Never mind. This is the Flash TV special #1 from, so you get the old Flash TV show from the 90s. And why I was asking is because you have these kind of things that show that it could be articles and stuff, like new comics featuring behind the scenes with the Flash, photos and stuff. But like I was going through it, and as you can see, it's comic books inside. Full comic book of the TV show, which is really cool. I should bring this for book club. Be a cool book. Because yeah, it's like even the character of the Flash in this is just like the TV Flash, dressed up like him and everything. John Wesley Shipp, I think. Is his name on this? No, it's not. But I think John. I think it's John Wesley Shipp. I know somebody could probably correct me, but that sounds right. So. Thank you. Awesome. All right. Now we got something really cool. This was sent to me by Lisa Noble. It was actually a funny story. It was like an eBay sales thing. I guess I wasn't. You have to like set up and that and use your phone. It's been a while since I used eBay. I was trying to do an eBay auction. And Lisa knew I was looking for this book, hit me up and said, "Hey, get in it. Like they're selling it. Just tell them to do a rewind. Tell them to go back to that book and stuff." And so I came on, I did that. And then this guy that was already in there started outbidding me, even though I couldn't click on the thing and bid because I wasn't set up for eBay anymore. And then she ended up outbidding him, and she was like, ended up sending it to me. So thank you to Lisa Noble for this. This is Black Lightning #1, the first appearance and cover appearance of Black Lightning. Super cool 30-cent book, beautiful cover, affordable. Like it's everybody that always sees this book always loves it, but I don't think many people go out and buy it, but it's a beautiful copy. It goes cheap. Like I know a lot of people, Heroes for Hire, they go after that one, the first Luke Cage, and that rightfully so. It's a little bit more, but this is still a cool book to get. And then I'm so glad Rad is in here because this is a key to me. This is a key to me because it's his first cover that he's ever done. So this is a key for the fact that Rad Art and Comics did this cover, and that it's his first cover that he's ever done. And that it's published through Kickstarter, not a major publishing, but it's still published. And when he becomes a published artist, and that this book's going to go for money, I guarantee you. You know what? I'm never going to sell it. This is the Doctor #2. This is Brian LCS's book. This is done by Rad Art and Comics. This guy right here. Go follow him. Go subscribe to him. Go ask him for a commission. And that beautiful copy of this. I was super happy about getting this. I was at the time when he launched the Kickstarter and stuff. I was going through a little bit of transition and stuff. I was in the middle of moving to this new place and stuff and dealing with the old landlords and that and stuff. So I wasn't able to back it, and I regretted it. Then I ended up backing Brian's third Kickstarter, Damsels of Halloween, which Rad does some artwork in that as well as a lot of community artists in this community. I did a whole video on that. Go check it out. Go check out what was inside that book of Damsels of Halloween. Super good book. Talented artists and stuff. He threw this book in. He knew that I was waiting for it. I was looking forward to it. And he threw this book in. So thankful to Brian LCS for doing that. Because yeah, it was like a big regret that I couldn't get it and stuff. So I'm so thankful that I got it this year. So yeah, it's homaging Doctor Strange. Yeah, based off Doctor Strange 49. It's awesome. And like just the artwork, dude. Like this is the type of artwork that you'll get from Rad Art and Comics. Like look at the detail on this book. It's amazing. All right. Now I still got a bunch of books left. We're getting into high-end keys here in a second. Soon-ish. But this one was prize tagged. The Hunt. That's like every second Saturday over on Tony Sanders' channel. He does giveaways, and every giveaway is pretty cool. Like the last one he did, he gave away Omega Men issue number 3 in I forget the grade. I think it was a 9.8 signed. I could be wrong, but I thought it was a 9.8. Actually, I think I am wrong. I know it was signed. It was a yellow label, but I forget the grade of it. But yeah, he gave away that. And he's given away this, which was prize tagged to me from Biggie Shack. Biggie Shack was this one. Another beautiful Neil Adams cover. And it's also the first appearance of Human Target. So if you guys don't know Human Target, he disguises himself. He's like he becomes the Human Target and stuff, and like pretends to be somebody and stuff, like high-end people like Lex Luthor sometimes and stuff. I fell in love with the Human Target. Again, the same reason I fell in love with Mr. Miracle, Tom King. I read the Tom King run from Human Target, and it was fantastic. Highly recommend it. Go read it, Human Target by Tom King, and while you're at it, go read Mr. Miracle by Tom King. But yes, thank you to Biggie Shack for this book right here. Beautiful, beautiful Neil Adams cover. First appearance of Human Target. Sadly, he's not on the cover, but Superman on the cover and done by Neil Adams is good enough for me. Good enough for me. Next cover. I got this book before it popped off. Thanks to shout out Biggie Shack again. I got this way before they announced anything, and that it took me a little while to get this book and stuff, but a great anniversary special, 45th fabulous year. This is Action Comics 544. This is the first appearance of the Lex suit and the first appearance of the Brainiac ship and the twerking Brainiac. But yet, no, Biggie Shack kind of recommended me to pick this up and said, yeah, it's a cool book. It's a beautiful cover too. That's what really got me and stuff. I really like the Lex suit design in this book. And yeah. So yeah, I like that. And it's a beautiful Gil Kane cover. I think it's Gil Kane. So yeah. So thanks for the spec advice, Biggie, in that, because this book didn't even skyrocket. Everybody was talking about it for a week and then they stopped talking about it and stuff. But yeah, it'll go back up in price when it comes closer to the movie, because we still got another 2 years. Well, I guess a year now, because we're just around the corner for 2026. But yeah, once the movie starts to get closer and we see a trailer with Lex wearing the suit, that's when this book will go back up in price. So if it's low in price right now, I highly recommend you go buy it. What you do after that, if you're buying it just to sell it later on, that's your prerogative. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying, like, it's probably good to buy it now if you want to get it and have it in your collection, because like I don't really sell that much, so there's a few slabs that I got from Mystery Box that I'm planning on selling, but that's just to go for other books. But I bought this book because it's going to be in my forever collection. Forever and ever. Yeah. So, yep, that's another good one. This book I just got because I thought it was going to be something. I thought this character was coming. Sometimes you can spec on a book and be totally wrong, but I didn't pay a lot of money for this book. Just a second. I paid just, I think it was like $15. Little man. But this is DC Comics Presents issue number 27. First appearance of Mongol, that weird looking guy right there. It's a cool book to own. Cool book to get your hands on. So yeah. But I totally spec'd on this book, thinking it could be something, but it ended up turning to be nothing, because speculation was he could possibly be a big bad. Then people were thinking like, oh, it could be Darkseid, or it could be Brainiac. So for the longest time, I thought it was, for a moment, I thought it could be the Ultra Humanite, which would have been really, really cool. But it turned out to be Brainiac. We actually, I forget the actor who got cast as Brainiac, but they just announced it today, I think, that who the actor will be playing Brainiac. So congratulations to that actor. I don't know a lot of his work. I did see his name. I'm not too familiar with his name. That's why it's not sticking for me right now. But yeah, he is our new Brainiac, and that's going to be the big bad for Man of Tomorrow. Yeah. All right. Now this book, this is a crazy book because this is a super clean copy. There is some spine ticks up the end here, a little bit of like a cut kind of on the top here, up by the January and the number 57. But other than that, it's pretty clean. Nice purple. Colors are still good, but like you have like a couple of spine ticks, but like it's still a really good copy. And considering when I got this, it's crazy. I got this year. Actually, I got it just before the Superman movie. And it was all because of Callie's mystery box. Like I said, guys, it won't hurt you guys just to hit them up and say, hey, are you still doing those mystery boxes? Because yeah, he's a German actor. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with him. Chop to the mother flippin' drop. What's up? Chop and drop. So I got this due to his mystery box, and like I said, hit him up. The only thing he can say is no, or hey, like I can get it ready for you next year and stuff after the holidays and stuff. If he's still doing them, definitely hit him up. And yeah, because I got this out of a mystery box because I said the right character, and he just so happened to have this key on him, and I said Metamorpho. And this is The Brave and the Bold, issue number 57, the first appearance of Metamorpho. I think this book has gone down, so if you guys want to get it before he's already in the DCU. He's already been introduced, so whether or not he makes another appearance is up for debate, but he is in the DCU now. This is just such a cool cover. Nice purple cover. Like I said, just a little bit of a scrape up there, and then you come along the spine here. You see the spine ticks, but not much. Not much. They're not even like, and the thing is, you could probably get those out. I'm not even showing it on that end. There we go. We could probably get those out because they're not color breaking. So beautiful, beautiful copy. I'm so happy to get this in my collection, and that like this threw me for a loop, man. Like when this showed up, I was like, there's no freaking way. There's no freaking way that I got this in a mystery box. Like this made the mystery box. Like the mystery box was $100. This made up for it because this book was already going for like $300. And I would say that this, with the spine ticks, low end, I would probably say a 6.0, possibly. But still it's a 6.0. And I'm being harsh on it, to be honest. I'm not giving it a higher grade. It probably is, but I'm just saying it's probably a 6.0. It's probably like a 7.0, to be honest. Maybe an 8. But I'm gonna lowball it and say it's a 6.0. What's up, Kevin? All right. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry holidays, happy holidays, whatever you celebrate. Hopefully you and your family have such a good holiday season this year. And that, all right, so this one I bought, and it was super cheap, super cheap. I was happy to get it. It's a low grade. Looking under the light now, yeah, it's really low grade, but I got it for like $15. Little man. There's a date stamp. Somebody bought it on June 11th, 1977. And it's a nice 35-cent cover. Color's still good. It's the first. It's actually off my want list next year. It's a book that it's the first modern appearance of this character because he shows up in the Golden Age. And I've been trying to pick up a lot of Silver Age first appearances because Golden Age is not obtainable for me right now. What's the next best thing? First Silver Age appearance. This character doesn't show up in the Silver Age. There was a period in time from 1955 to like 70s, like 1977, where there was no characters that were dark in those time periods. That's why when you see the Batman 66 show, it's going off of what the comics were at the time, because the comics were campy, were lighthearted because of the Comic Code Authority that came into effect at that time. So this character didn't show up until this comic right here. He comes back, and that's Hugo Strange, one of my favorite Batman villains, and that nice 35-cent. And then Batman Detective Comics, issue number 471, first modern appearance of Hugo Strange. He makes like 2 or 3 appearances in the Golden Age, and then so technically, like, this is his fourth appearance in comics. You want to get technical, but this is his first modern appearance in comic books. I was so happy to get this. Like I said, a little bit damaged there. There's a date stamp at the bottom here on his shoulder, but that just means I know when this comic was bought. Super cool. Super cool. All right, we're getting down. We got 3 raw comics left, and then we have some slabs to show off, and then get up on out of here. Right, we got Action Comics. The first appearance of Parasite. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful copy. It's a rough copy. I got it in a mystery box of 2 because I gave Callie a hard time. Said, hey, yeah, I want to buy this. I want that Parasite. I didn't. Beckerman got the best. It was during auction. A Band of Brothers. I don't know why I couldn't think of the name there for a second. It was a Band of Brothers auction, and I didn't pull the trigger on it because I had to go check. I wanted to see if I could hold off and stuff, and Beckerman snapped in there and bought it off of him for $10. I was like, damn. And this is like Action Comics 340, the first appearance of Parasite. Rough copy. Beautiful copy to get. Like, this is a comic that people should definitely get. Like I said, low grade, better than no grade, because this is a pricey book. To be honest, it's a pricey book. I could just only imagine if this character ever comes to the DCU, this book is gonna skyrocket, and it already goes for a hefty price. It's not a good. It's 12 center, so it's an older comic in that. But yeah, no, it's a comic that you guys should get. First appearance of Parasite, badass character. You can go toe to toe with Superman because he siphons off Superman's powers, and then Superman gets depowered, and he gets the powers from Superman. That's why he's given a big clock to the head right there, and it's actually doing some damage to him. What's up, Ronnie? Still a cool book. Yep, exactly. Still a cool book to own because it low grade's better than no grade and stuff. I didn't open it up to see if the pinup was in it. The pinup might be due to the condition. I doubt the pinup is in here. Let's take a look, guys. Let's take a look. I think I did take a look before and it wasn't. So it's like it's falling apart, guys. Oh, damn. It does. It has the pinup. So that just made it. Sometimes, like with these books in here, the condition, like, oh shit, like it's a detached cover. Like I'm surprised because, like, as you guys can see, it's a detached cover. I'm surprised it has the pinup in here because it's not a really good copy, reader copy, little like chunk taken out the side there, but it's still a really, really cool comic to own. And now I'm happy that it's an actual complete copy of the book because it has the pinup. Like the cover may be detached, but it's still fully in. It's full. It's complete. It's not missing anything. All right. I was in the shorts live. Now I found all the cool kids. Yeah. I've StreamYard free for 7 days, and that I figured, hey, why not go live and use the whole split screen. Use the one where people can see it on the phone and see it on here. All right, getting down to the Raws here. This one, not gonna lie, this is such a clean copy, and it's a funny story too. What's up, Dope Comics? It's a funny story here because it involves a mystery box. It involves an AOK that I did not know I was getting these other books that I will be showing here in a little bit because I'm just down to the last 2 Raw books, and I'll be moving to slabs, and you'll see the other book that I'm talking about. But I bought this not knowing about the book that was going to show up in the mystery box and the book that was going to get AOK'd to me, just because it was for the right price. I got like cheaper than $20 in that, and it's a clean copy. And it's due to Tom King again. Tom King is the reason why I fell in love with this character. Reading the story from him, I wanted to get these books, and this is the first appearance of Granny Goodness, Mr. Miracle #2. First appearance of Granny Goodness. This is such a clean copy. Like, there's no spine ticks, none whatsoever. No fading, no dog earring. Like this, like I'm looking at it, I don't see anything wrong with this. Maybe the worst thing, maybe, is that maybe it's decoloration down here, like in the white, like it's a little bit yellowish. Like not like I'm like, yeah, I would say like maybe the white is a little decolored. But other than that, it's a beautiful, beautiful copy. Mr. Miracle #1 or #2. First appearance of Granny Goodness. The woman who gives Scott Free his name because he always kept the trying to escape the X pit. And there she is. Look, all her glory. All right, and the last Raw book that I'll show off. This one came from Callie's Mystery Box again. It's a minor key, still a key. And I'll be showing another one out of this run again in a second here. But I'm glad that it was this one and not the one that I showed, because this one's a little rougher in condition, but it's still a cool cover. Jack Kirby. Can't go wrong with Jack Kirby. It's a #6. It's the first appearance of the Female Furies. Mr. Miracle #6. Him getting launched off there. Such cool. There's a little bit of issues up at the top there, as you guys can see. A little dog earring. Looks like it was bent. That, but still a cool copy. All right, now moving into the slabs. And let me tell you guys, I don't pick up a lot of slabs. Like, I've picked up a few slabs in the past and stuff, just because of first appearances and the price was right for the slab. And like my Stars and Stripes issue #0, the first appearance of Stargirl, that was a cool book to grab. Now, a lot of these were from kind of like a mystery box of sorts, because it was what was it? It was Jigs Comics. He was doing like put a $10 super chat in, and you get yourself a slab and stuff. So I ended up putting up in $40, and I got a few slabs. I got 5 slabs from him and a couple of Raw books. And I didn't bring them all. I just brought one that I was really happy to get. I actually sent 2 of them off to a friend. In that, because he was interested in them, and I was just like, he tried to offer me money. I was like, no, I'm not. It's like, because that guy's done so much for me. I was like, no, I can't. And so I just sent it to him. But I wanted to keep this one. This one's cool. Love The Walking Dead. Read a little bit of the story, watched the TV show, watched some of the spin-offs and stuff. But this one's a cool 9.8, and that's Negan Lives #1 and a 9.8. Beautiful, beautiful copy to own. Sorry for the glare. It's my refrigerator. But yeah. All right. This one here is an A-OK. This one's an A-OK. It was actually came from Rob Stacks. He's the one that sent it to me, but it was from Comic Screen Cancer. And I was trying to bid on something and had $20 thanks to somebody who sent me $20, and it's like, here's something to go to for a good cause and stuff. And sent it to me to buy something. So I was like, okay. And I actually did get something. So shout out to Sugar Skulls. And I was bidding on this. And sadly it was outbid, but DJ Lynx came in and made a bid on it too. Ended up winning it and said, A-OK that to TM. So I got another slab, 5.0, beautiful Gil Kane cover. And this is Adam 25. Beautiful, beautiful cover here. So thank you to DJ Lynx. Absolutely love this. It's like nothing on earth could withstand the blazing power of the man in the iron mask. Ion mask. Sorry. What's up, J-Man? Thank you. We got another Gil Kane cover. This is the one I actually won. It's a 5.0. It's Adam 33, another Gil Kane cover. Yeah, with the bug eyes. The Amazing Arsenal of the Atom Assassin. This is actually the Bug-Eye Bandit is on the cover. So this is the one I got, and this is technically an A-OK from Sugar Skulls as well, in my opinion. All right. So this is another one where during Comics Curing Cancer on John's Comics with Kids Friends channel, he ended up showing this off, and it was the Incredible Hulk 102 3.5 first ongoing Hulk series, I think, relabeled, but this is a custom label, and Doc Man Cave ended up gifting this to me. He ended up winning the raffle and said, I want a prize tag TM. So thank you so much, Doc. This is such a good Mary Severin cover on the Incredible Hulk 102. Good transformation cover too, guys. It's such a cool transformation cover, as you can see. It's beautiful. All right, next one. Sent to me by Son of Prom. He just A-okayed it to me. He was doing these shows where he would maybe like doing like the bids. You can bid on some books and stuff like and get them for super cheap and stuff. He's doing that for a while. I ended up getting some books from him, and he added this in there. He threw it in there and got it for me. It's a low copy, and it's a CBCS book, but again, low copy in that. And it goes with my other ones too, my issue number 2 and my issue number 6. I just need to get 4, and that's the other big key in this run. But this is Mr. Miracle number 1 in a 4.0. Sent to me by Son of Crom. Beautiful, beautiful copy. 4.0 CBCS. Thank you so much, Crom. All right. And the last big book, biggest book I feel like I have in my collection, that's Fire. Well, that's the best. No one beats Jack Kirby. Yes and no. Because this one, to me, is a big book just because of the fact that it has a bunch of key facts to it and 3 characters that I absolutely love. 3 characters I grew up with, and it's a low copy. It's not like a super, super big copy, not like what Justin Birch showed off today on Only Slabs, because he showed off this book as well. A second. I'm still paying for this book, actually, because it was a pretty pricey book, and I'm super happy to own it. And I saved it for last because of that reason, because it's the first appearance of 3 characters I absolutely. Now, there's 2 characters that I wish were in this book too, but we got Doom Patrol number 99 and Detective Comics 38. One book I could probably obtain, Doom Patrol 1. Detective Comics 38, no. I'm not going to ever be able to afford that, I don't think. But this is DC Comics Presents issue number 26. The first new Teen Titans, the first appearance of Raven, first appearance of Starfire, and the first appearance of Cyborg. Beautiful, beautiful cover. That has Green Lantern on it, Superman. I love the DC Comics Presents. Like, you got to admit, like, Strange Adventures, DC Comics Presents showcase probably the best 3 non-titled. Like, I guess Brave and the Bold too. Brave and the Bold's pretty good. or like non-titled Superman, like not like a Green Lantern or Batman or Detective and stuff. It's like it's a different title. DC Comics Presents. This is like probably my favorite book in my collection right now. And that's saying something compared to the books that I do have. But that's it. That's it, guys. That's all the books that I got this year. And I'm super, super proud to own all of these books. Like I said, this was a huge freaking year for me. I do want to show off a few other things that I got because I got them handy and stuff, and they mean a lot to me now. I still got to get this framed, but this is signed by Eddie Deezer. And this was sent to me by Rad Art and Comics. Make it a little smaller for the people viewing it on the phones. Signature there, 2TM from Eddie Deezer. This was super cool. Oh man, that's so cool. Jamie, I'm only missing 10 issues of DC, but I have all key issues of DC Comics Presents. Yes. So yeah, that's the best way to do it. That's how I do it too. Like when I'm picking up the new Teen Titans books, or and well, mostly just the new Teen Titans books, I just pick up. I've been picking up the keys, and now I can go back and just pick up all of the minor books because most of the time it's like $2 a book for new Teen Titans that aren't keys. So now I can just fill in that run with all of these minor books because I'm trying to get a full run of New Teen Titans. Going to start with Volume 1 and then, of course, get Volume 2. And that's not just the New Teen Titans. Like I go after like most Teen Titans books, like Teen Titans by Jeff Johns. I'm going after. I have a lot of that run. I'm currently picking up a lot of Teen Titans or Titans, the series, the current series that's out right now. All right, and a few other things I want to show is this. I've showed them off before, but this is a print, a big print from Brian Boland of Animal Man, going back to back with the chimp. So cool. And then, best for last, so I had to show these off because these are just so cool. And that because this is another piece from Rad. Hit him up on IG, guys. Like Rad, drop your link, man. I know you have a wrench in that. Don't be modest. Drop your link, your IG link. Hit him up if you want like a commission and stuff, because this is a piece that he did. I mentioned earlier, love the Sandman universe, love death. Weird thing to say. Weird thing to say that you love death. I can admit that. But this is just an absolutely stunning piece that Rad did. It's beautiful. It's Dream of the Endless and Death of the Endless together, brother and sister. Like the detail, like what I like the detail in the sand right there, guys. Like coming through his fingers. That's like the detail, guys. Come on. This is a super beautiful piece that he did from the community artist, man. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. But that's it, guys. That's all I have to show. Wanted to show off a few cool things. Do a live before the end. Haven't done a live in a while. Had a few people jumping in and out. Appreciate every single one of you guys that jumped in and out. Everybody's watching this on the rewind. I showed off actually 2 books that oh cool, they have a teleprompter setting now where you can read off a teleprompter in this. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Let's see here. It's been a while since I've had StreamYard, like paid version. think it's up here, maybe. There it is. All right, so as you guys can see, I have gotten 2 off of the list. I'm going after next year. I probably won't be able to get them all, to be honest, because that Adventure Comics 229, terrible cover, by the way, but it's the first Silver Age appearance of Green Arrow, first Silver Age appearance of Roy Harper, and the first Silver Age appearance of Aquaman. It's a pretty pricey book. That Flash 129, that white cover, it's hard to get it in that white cover. It's usually a cream cover in that. These are the books I'm going after. Like the books that I think I know for a fact I probably will get is the New Teen Titans 1, New Teen Titans 2, Tales of the Teen Titans 44, and maybe that Brave and the Bold. Is that what issue is that? I think it's 62 or 64. I think it's 64. 62. No, it's 62. I will probably be able to get those, but like even that Showcase 55, I probably won't be able to get. This is the books I'm going after next year. I'm going to take it a little bit easier on getting the minor keys, and I'm going to go after the big keys. And these are the ones I'm going to get. I've already knocked off 2 off my list. So I'm going to go after some more of these big books here. Who knows? I might get that Blue Beetle too, the first question, which is a really, really good book to get as well. But yeah, that is it, guys. That's all I wanted to show off. I knew it was going to be a long video. That's why I didn't add everything I picked up and everything that I got, just a certain amount of books, because if I brought everything, it would be like a 2-hour show, and it's like almost 2.5 or an hour and a half long video and stuff. So I got a lot this year. It's probably my best year is this year, and so thankful to everybody who helped me out. And that's the thing, like these aren't all the books that I had, because like I said, I'm getting some more books from Dan's Comic Corner, who jumped in here earlier. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Hopefully you have a great holiday season, man. And hopefully you guys get some great books as well. But I got a book coming from Dan's Comic Corner. Like I said, I got a package coming from Cali, which I won a couple of books. I actually won a slab from him, and which is a 9/8 Tyler Kirkham slab. It's an amazing Spider-Man book. It's a beautiful cover, and it's signed by Tyler Kirkham, which is really good. And I also got I forget the Flash number, but it's the 3rd appearance of the Reverse Flash, Eobard Thawne. So that's a pretty cool book to be getting. I also have a package. I have another book coming, or another package coming that should be here on Monday. I got a package from Susie and Susie Q, and I think the other one's from Steffo. I'm not sure, but I'll be opening both of those, this one and that one, on Christmas Eve. On Christmas Eve, I'm going to be doing that because why Christmas Eve is because Christmas Day, I'm going to be busy watching Stranger Things. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be watching Stranger Things. I love Stranger Things. I thought they ended it, the 4 episodes they had prior to these 3 that they're dropping on Christmas Day were phenomenal. How they ended it, I was in tears. So I'll be watching that Christmas Day and probably watching the 4 and then the 3. So I'm going to make a day out of it. So I'm going to be opening the package on Christmas Eve and be late. Probably nobody will be there, but I understand. And then I'm going to do a video. Like I said, Dan's package is coming in. Should be here Tuesday. I'll probably just make a video and drop it on Tuesday. Monday, I'm going to be going live and showing off the top 20 comics in my collection. And it'll just be a straightforward video showing off 20 comics in my collection, most valuable to me. Now, it's not the price point of the books. It's books that I like. Some of them are pricey. Some of them are keys, but they're books that I'm so happy and thankful that I have in my collection due to what they mean to me. They're valuable to me for a certain reason. So I'll be showing off 20 of those Monday, doing a little bit of a live in that because I got StreamYard free for 7 days, so I might as well take advantage of that. So that being said, guys, thank you so much to everybody who stopped by, everybody here heard me just talk about comics and talk about the comics that I got, the comics I'm excited for, and the stuff I'm excited for, because that's how we do it in the comic community, man. We talk about comics that we love. So hopefully you guys have happy holidays. It won't be the last time I talk to you guys if you jump in here in my next live. So just want to say to those who I won't see, hopefully you guys have a fantastic holiday season. You spend some time with your loved ones, some times with just people that you enjoy spending time with. Hopefully everybody gets what they want. Hopefully everybody has a great dinner, some good snacks, some good eats, and that. And as always, my friends, stay freaking nerdy. And I should have had something better to take it out with, but here we go.
After these messages, we'll be right